Alrighty. I guess I'll be live until like 10:30. Welcome back, everybody. There we go. Perfect game for the perfect music. Yes, going to get set up again. But while I'm also getting set up, sadly I guess stuff like this does happen. Um, Sometimes you can have buffering and maybe, enough buffering to where, if you're on like a game screen or like just the main menu of a game, it can be fine, but when you're playing the game, there's just a lot of lag and maybe not buffering. I keep saying buffering, but yeah, there was a lot of lag for the other game, so I probably just need a new computer to play it. Or like, just need to change up my settings a little bit more, that's all. But, yeah, I can just stream for another hour or so. So, yeah. So, while I'm getting set up again, I just want to tell you about something really nice. I have my own Discord server now. I've been working on it for about a week, and, it's basically ready. I don't really need to do anything else with it, unless you guys have any suggestions or there's any problems with it. I added Muda, which if you don't know what that is, it's just a nice little anime game, I guess you could say, where you choose like your waifu or like a husbando from like any video game or any anime or basically anywhere you can think of, I think. And, you know, make them your waifu, make them your husbando. I think that's all you really have to do. I think that's all the game is about, really. I think you can also see the ratings for each character, too. Like, to see who's the most popular, who's the least. Not when I was playing with the Discord at all. Move for a second. Well, I guess that's fine. Oh well. But yeah, with that, let me start the gameplay. Last time I left off, I became an evil queen. I was executing basically everybody. And, people like Banyan were giving me a very hard time. And you know, sometimes, we ended their lives as well. And sometimes we didn't, you know? Sometimes they succeeded in, basically giving us a vote of no confidence, and we lost our title. We had a few game overs last time, but, but it really all depends. So, I think Togami is what we're doing right now. Oh, I forgot all about my notes. Whoopsie. So, double public speaking. Just realized that, so I was saying that I could either go and play like a Long Live the Queen or OPBR, but I just realized, like, I can't play OPBR yet until at least noon. So, yeah. So hopefully you guys can be entertained at least enough. With me playing this game. Oh, we got penalty. Oh no. Oh, it's at 50 as well. So we're about to have a war. Yep, this is the war fleet. We have no idea why. We have no anything about that. We summoned Cthulhu last time, so we're not going to do that. Oh damn. I have to start again. Oh no. Whoopsie. Apologies for that. Because I was looking at the notes that I had last time, and it's like, nope! I was actually following the notes that I was using last time, so... you can save and reload as many times as you want, as long as you have the right save and stuff for it. But... week 33 is where I had to save and keep reloading a lot. And that was where I had to learn different classes so I could do the Cthulhu ending. But since we're now past that, and I'm gonna go over the Togami stuff, we have to do different classes, so... Flattery... and court manners. Nope, sadly we'll get a penalty, but just gonna do all this war stuff now. My notes say it doesn't really matter actually, since we're getting the Sogami ending. But yeah, let's recruit some soldiers. So actually last time, we actually won the naval battle. So we not only did the Cthulhu ending, but we also did the ending where we win the naval battle. But regardless of whether you... I'll just show it off, though. Oh, there's also this. What about Talais? Can we call on any troops from Sedna? Because in this playthrough, we are engaged to Duke of Sedna, so... When he gave us his nice little gift at the very beginning of the game, and, she didn't know very much about court manners, so she put it on. One sec. So Elodie, being the poor little child that she is, decided to put on that man's gift, and it basically forced us into an engagement. So there's that. But now that a war is about to come upon us, maybe he can help us. Send a message, but even if he agrees, it will take time for his soldiers to mobilize. We'll need to draw up a naval strategy for his ships. You can act as admiral. Okay, so he's asking us if you'd like to direct a fleet. Nope, I'm gonna stay in the capital. There's too much to do here, and can go to the sea. And we'll be hunting. And because of our cruelty, we enjoy it. But we're depressed. Yes. We could get a lot of new endings from this. Let me just save it as like Tabami or something. Turn. Classes. Oh, I guess I'll change the outfit. I'll just use the magical girl outfit. The world's best outfit. Okay. Oh, my notes actually say to change back to the catsuit. Whoops. I guess not, like, changing it to anything else would change some of the endings, so, yeah. But we could get a lot of endings, during this playthrough. Like, during this week, I think. So, let's do double public speaking. No, we'll still get a penalty. Yeah, but as you can see, we're not very productive, depending on Elodie's mood. So because of Elodie's mood, we won't be progressing very much in that aspect, but it's fine, you know? Danger on the high seas. Ships close in on each other, angling into range. The Sanjians have half again as many troops as you do. It doesn't look promising. The eventual outcome is not in your favor. Test war failed. So, yes. Regardless regardless of what you do, like if you build warships, if you recruit soldiers using any method in the game, like if you become a Lumen, like if you choose to stay in the capital, you will not win this naval battle. Like, I said naval battle, but you will not win this war. Like, your test for war is going to fail regardless of what you do. To think, like, a 14-year-old girl directing the fleet with enough stats will be able to change the tide of history. That's really crazy. So the Novan ships are sunk or scattered as the Sanjian forces forces press towards landfall. Many good soldiers were lost today, and Nova's troops have not ended. Since you have failed to repel the invasion, the Sanjian fleet will soon land and their troops begin to progress towards your capital city. Your remaining soldiers will hold them off as long as possible, of course, but the remaining strength of your military has been exhausted. Nova's future looks bleak. So things do not look good for us right now. Anyway, I guess we'll visit the dungeons. You sneak down to the castle dungeons and amuse yourself by poking the locked up peasants with sticks or fools. Yeah, Elodie's not very nice in this playthrough. She really is not very nice. And she's ticked off right now, which, yeah, I guess I'd be ticked off too if I lost the war. Oh, no. So, we're about to meet Togami. Actually, let's save here, I think, is what I should do. Right. Regardless of what we do, it's not really gonna work. And we'll be playing this over like multiple times, this week at least. Pretty sure. Just since we're angry, let's just learn some naval strategy. That would have helped us with the last battle, but regardless of what we did, we didn't even go to the capital, so. The invasion of Nova is proceeding. Your coastline is under Sanjian control. Soldiers have marched through villages, trampling fields and frightening citizens. A diplomatic delegation from Sanjia has requested access to the castle to discuss terms, most likely for your surrender. You lack the strength to hold off their armies, and their surrendering now will save many lives. It would seem that you have no choice. Almost no choice. Your fiancé, Duke Talarist of Sedna, has sent you a message. He does not personally command enough soldiers to turn the tide against his invasion, but his king in Talace is eager to discuss a formal alliance. If you flee the capital now, you will be able to evade the army and reach the Talacian border. So we can run away, or we can meet with delegates and diplomats, I mean. And this is our only shot of basically running away from our situation right now. So I think we're gonna run away initially. Gathering what equipment and money you can, you sneak out of the castle and flee to the east. Agents of Senna meet you part way through your journey and give you aid and keep you safe until you reach Talace. There, while the Sanjians loot your domain, you and the Duke of Senna will be married. Together you can gather the power necessary to retake your throne, you hope. But so Elodie lost her title. Technically. And so the reins of power slipped from Elodie's grasp. Noble. But as you can see, if we run away, I guess, depending on how you look at the situation and how Elodie looks here, like maybe she is a queen of Nova in name, but only in name, or maybe her title was taken and she never got her throne back. Maybe she was mistreated in Talace and she kinda just had to deal with it. Maybe she's trapped in a situation in Talace now because she couldn't get back to Nova because the Sanjian army took it. Like, we're not too sure what really happened. It seems more like an open-ended thing where, you know, it's not very hopeful. It's not very hopeful in what happens to Elodie. So, we're gonna load our game and stop that from happening. So, we're gonna face the face the consequences of our actions and meet with diplomats. You prepare yourself as best you can to meet with the representatives from Sanjia. You expected diplomats and a military representative, a general or an admiral. You did not expect the handsome man, decked in jewels, who now stands before you. A man announced by your servants as Togami, king of Sanjia. Oh. You really their king? Oh, shit! Why would a king come all the way here? I don't think I'll be able to do the ending that I wanted to. At least this time. And he's a Lumen too. Okay. So, the first check, I don't think I want to spoil that one, but the second is, since we have Sense Magic, we know that he's a Lumen, so he can use magic too. My dear young... Oh, and as you can see, his nice red eyes like Charlotte. Only they're quite evil. And he has like a cute little black crown and white hair. He really does look like a demon, doesn't he? And we don't know his age. Togami comes from a land across the ocean. You know nothing about his family. Which we would have known if we knew any more foreign intelligence and whatnot, which I thought we learned enough, but I guess not. My dear young lady, how difficult this must be for you. So much responsibility at such a tender age. Oh, whoopsie. I guess we weren't going to get the ending. That ending. There's another Togami ending I'm gonna show off later. I think maybe in the next playthrough even. Don't pretend to be my friend while you're killing my people. Temper, princess. After all, I'm here to save your people. Plus, you shouldn't be mouthing off to the person who's more powerful than you, LD. Like, understand that you're mad, but this guy could unalive you like any second. Just saying. Like, you don't know how powerful this movement is. So yeah, it's a bad move in regardless. Even in real life, you don't want to just mouth off to people even when they're being jerks. Like, you gotta be smart about it. War benefits no one, don't you think? Such a terrible waste. Better to sell things in a civilized manner. A contest, a game so to speak, with Nova as the stakes. Should I win, then your domain will submit and accept me as overlord with no further resistance. Bro, you literally is a demon. Should I lose, then my army will leave your domain in peace and shed no more blood. What sort of game? It is well known that Nova is ruled by lumens. As it happens, I too possess the power of a lumen. I propose a formal duel. My powers against yours. The winner takes control of Nova, the other, well, passes away. So it's a fight, it's a fight to death, essentially. Your game by your rules. For my life, that doesn't sound fair to me. Yeah. And you know what he said before about gaining our kingdom? Well, let's keep talking to him. The rules of formal dueling have been passed down for centuries and must be upheld. It is important that we do this by the ancient codes. Why should I? If you refuse, then the war will continue. I'll sweeten the deal. If you meet me in a formal Lumen challenge, I'll call off the invasion even if I win. And he's actually pretty true to his word, despite how he's acting right now. And despite how he's been. Like, he's invading our kingdom. Should we really believe him? But he's actually telling the truth about this. Really? I swear it by the gods, Nova will be free and safe. Why take that risk? You're winning the war. It's not your land that I want, it's your crystal. It won't work for you. Yeah, because we know from Juliana that she told us, like, you can't use other people's crystals. And the person has to, well, okay, I think I'll explain it again earlier. How little you know. Under the right circumstances, resonance can be changed. Okay, yeah. Juliana did tell us something about that. To gain your power, I am willing to wager my own. Shall we begin? I can sense his power. It's so strong. I've learned everything I possibly could, but he's at least as good as I am, if not more. I don't like this, but what choice do I have? Darn. So if we refuse outright, we'll be unalived regardless. So either way, we're not prepared for this battle. Like, if we accept his terms, we won't have the skills to really do anything. We could offer to give him our power, which I will throw off, but if we refuse outright, he'll just unalive us. There's not really anything out from that. But we'll accept his terms. So, I showed this off before, but then I must. Togami explains the rules of the formal dueling to you, including a carefully inscribed circle of wards, which will contain the effects of many powers you wield, protecting bystanders from danger. Also, I will show this off later. There are so many different endings you can get, and so many different things that can happen in the game, but just remember this Togami fight. There will be a playthrough where I'm not a Lumen at all, and he'll still come to try and fight me and take my crystals, so, you know, watch what happens when I accept his terms, even when I'm not a Lumen. Yeah. Then it is time to begin. But we've had a battle with Togami before. You trade attacks. Quickly. Maybe if you could distract him somehow, you could cast a spell that he couldn't block. You throw out a dazzling shower of sparkles, hoping to blind him, and seize the advantage. It didn't work. Swirls of dark smoke rise from the floor at your feet, spinning around you like a black hurricane. You know you have to stop it, but how? It's all around you, and there's nothing to target. The faster and faster it spins, making it hard to breathe until finally everything goes dark. And we're unalived, because we didn't have enough magic. Either way, we would have gotten unalived, whether we had the magic or not, because along with our sense magic and our wield magic, like our wield magic we'll need for the Togami fight. But along with magic, we also need either swords or decoration. Pretty high decoration, I think. But yeah, LD did not survive to reach her coronation. Nova will have to go on without her. Let's load the game again. Darn, I really want to do that ending. My notes say it doesn't actually matter what we do this time, so maybe I can try and get it. Oh, rumor has it that the king of Sagia has become the true power behind the throne, and that he may also have the powers of a Lumen. He is a controversial figure within a domain, but ministers who speak against him have been known to disappear. So he seems to be quite a corrupt king, at least. So we have the choice to be a bitch and run away, but we ain't no bitches here, we will stand tall like men. You prepare yourself, we'll see diplomats. Okay, this is why I failed before. King consort he should be, if even that much. He's a common musician who married his way onto the throne, and now he's probably become pretty corrupt, as, you know, corrupted by power, I guess. And he's a Lumen too, so yeah. That's what I was trying to show off last time. But I think based on the foreign intelligence check, we should be able to do something else with Togami. My dear young lady, how difficult this must be for you. So much responsibility at such a tender age. Okay, yeah. This continues. He wants us to fight him. I can sense his power. It's so strong. I have learned everything I possibly could. You're as good as I am. Like this, what choice do I have? He was a musician once, before he married his way into power. Can I use that? Lore success as well. So we accepted his terms, but we're gonna be unalived. We can offer to give him your power, which I'll show off next. But well, actually, let's refuse outright first. If my crystal is more important than my land, then I can never let you have it. Then you and your land will die together. Goodbye, little princess. For a moment you fear he'll blast you right then and there, but it seems he still respects the truce. He and his delegation return to the army. Will they resume the attack? Your military strength is nearly exhausted. Utter the defeat seems inevitable. What will you do now? My Lumen Crystal, that's what this war was all about. Everyone who's been unalived. The price of magic is always blood. Shut the fuck up, Jocelyn. Shut the fuck up. Jesus Christ. You know, this is her dad. The two people that I don't like that I have to talk to. God damn it. Like, I can tolerate Jocelyn, but why is this bitch Juliana here? I know I'm getting up in my feelings and I'm crashing out, but it's just like, my god, get out of here, Juliana! Why didn't you fight the Sanjin King for me? Why didn't you even know he was coming to invade my land, bitch? What were you Okay, I'll try not to cuss anymore. I'll try not to go off on- Okay, I can't promise that I won't go off on Julian a bit more, but You know, just want to calm down for a bit and just be like, I don't like Juliana, I will never like Juliana, I don't want Juliana anywhere in this castle anymore, but... Alright. Slight rant. Time for some yip yap. 1 second though. Water break. So yeah, Juliana misses. I will preserve myself to make sure that magic can stay alive for Nova. Nova will be gone now because you refused to do anything, Juliana. Like, you expect me, like Elodie, a 14-year-old girl, not even put onto the throne yet, not even queen yet, to be learning magic, which is this complicated thing in itself that has its own drawbacks, some benefits, but mostly just drawbacks. And you expect a 14-year-old girl to learn magic regardless. Have her be basically ignorant to all the consequences that happen until they happen. And when it comes down to someone like Togami, who wants to destroy the kingdom of Nova and take the main defense for my kingdom, what do, Juliana? You do nothing. You do nothing while I fight this guy, who is as strong as me, which, if we're going by that power scaling, then Juliana should be even more powerful. Because she should be even more powerful than me. And her girlfriend, Celine, who, even though she's a priest, I'm pretty sure she's just as strong as Juliana is. Why doesn't she have herself and her girlfriend fight Togami? Or maybe Celine can just fight Togami. Or maybe Juliana herself can just fight Togami. Like, none of this makes any sense. Like, why are you even here, Juliana? Why? Like, you're supposed to be my subject. Like, even if you're just doing it for Nova. Like, fine. But do something. Do something. Anyway, rant and yip yap over. I'm sick and tired of Juliana not doing anything and just being just the worst character in this game. I'm sorry. It's just, I will hate Juliana. Always. Regardless of what she does in a playthrough, I will never like her. But, you know, fine. Anyway, that doesn't matter now. We can now allow the Royal Novan Crystal to fall in Sanjian's hands. Sanjian hands. I just need my own composure for this woman. I really do. I would throw hands with Juliana if I was this game, I swear. Like, legitimately, I would probably butt heads with this woman. But could we give him a different Lumen Crystal, one from the treasury? Yeah, could we give him yours? Would it satisfy him? Is it either safe or wise to place a weapon in the land of your enemy? Yeah, I guess maybe not. Well, what can we do? We don't have enough army left to fight him. One sec. You must flee. Leave the palace and disappear into the countryside. Oh, so you want me to run away like a little bitch, huh? I see. Alone in a war? All Novan lumens will go together. This king of Sanjia does not realize how deep the power of Nova runs. He may be a lumen, but he is only one. Given enough time to prepare, we can find a way to defeat him. Go on the one while he destroys my land and my people in his search. As long as I have this crystal, he'll be after me. So we could flee with Juliana, or we could remove the crystal. Wait, 1 second. Alright. Stretch. I guess I have no nasal problems. That's cool. How great. But let's stay positive. So, in this bleak situation, we have two choices. We have flee with Juliana or remove our crystal. I'm gonna show off both, but, well, unfortunately, flee with Juliana, which, again, you know, like what I said before, I don't like Juliana. I don't want to flee her. I don't want to flee with her anywhere. I'd rather flee with Celine, who I don't know very much about, but I know she's just as irresponsible as Juliana. And I don't like her very much either. But you know what? I can forgive Celine a little bit more. Because ultimately it's not her job to protect us, it technically is Juliana's. But we're gonna flee. Might as well. It's the only way. I have to abandon the castle to save the crystal. Father, I'm sorry I've let you down. I won't let you leave, not without me. I'm coming with you. I may still have a way to be useful. Hmm. Regardless of what I say here, I'm just gonna spoil. Come, we must move quickly. You know what? After it happens, I'm just gonna talk all about that. You will no longer be a princess. You must live behind your crown, your tutors, and your pampered way of life. You may have to sleep in the woods, disguise yourself as a peasant, even unalive those you meet to keep them from telling stories. You can hope that someday it'll all be worth it. And so we're the escaped princess, which, I mean, we could still get the Duke of Sedna's help, technically. Like, we could maybe secretly be in contact with him, or like, he can send a messenger to us from, like, every now and again, maybe. But yeah, we don't even get that option here if we don't initially get his help from the start, I guess. Maybe our marriage just gets annulled. Like, not annulled because we were never married to begin with, but our engagement maybe gets cancelled, maybe? Who knows? But yeah, let's learn some foreign intelligence. Meet with diplomats again. Refuse him outright. We're in a very desperate situation. I would rather remove my crystal than flee with Juliana. I just would. Depression, oh no. It would be a lot easier to hide just the crystal than hide me, wouldn't it? It's too late for that. The crystal is bound to you. As long as I live, I know. As long as you live, Elodie. Where are you going with this? Goodbye! Oh, shit! Oh, no. What the fuck did I just press? No. What did I just do? Wait a minute. Elodie! No! Oh my god. What did I just press? What did I just press? This ending is even more sad than sacrificing yourself to Cthulhu. Like, Elodie says, like, I'll be with mom now and everything. But in this way, like, I guess I'll talk more about this ending after it happens. Let's just keep playing, I guess. He grabs hold of your arms, shaking you slightly. You are the only thing I have left! Oh my god. I don't care what you've done. You're my daughter. I will not let you be unalived. I will not let you die. We're leaving here together, all of us. I'll look after you. I'll help you. There are still ways that I can be useful. And we must leave quickly. Oh. Okay. Okay. Oh. Oh my goodness. I was wondering. Oh. Okay. Whew, okay. I'd never... Because that was my very first time seeing that part of the game, and I thought it was gonna get really dark for a second. But I'm glad it didn't. It just ended up being the escaped princess sort of ending. Though it was still quite dark. But, you know, instead of Elodie sacrificing herself to Cthulhu, it was... Hey, Ro, what's up? If she died. uh, but yeah, that ending was just, it was about to get really, really depressing. Um, I'm not too surprised with Jocelyn's reaction because that is his daughter. He lost his wife, just recently. And for him to almost lose his daughter too, like in front of his eyes like that, like, that's just so depressing. It's especially depressing for Elodie too, because it's like, well, the whole reason this is happening is because of her crystal. Togami wants her crystal. So she thinks the only way to... Elodie is a pretty self-sacrificing person. Like, I realized this in playing this game, like, if she has the option to protect her kingdom, she'll do it, even if it means sacrificing herself. Like, she did it with sacrificing herself to Cthulhu. Like, regardless of how much cruelty she doesn't have or she even has, like, she'll sacrifice herself. And that's what I think is so depressing. I'm trying to stop myself from crying because I don't want to cry, like, on a live stream, but my goodness, it's... just all of that was sad. And it was even more dark than the Cthulhu ending. Granted, Jocelyn stopped everything, but imagine if Jocelyn wasn't there, and Elodie just ended everything, I doubt Juliana would have stopped her, because this would ultimately be her choice. And it seems that Juliana just ultimately doesn't care who is Queen of Nova. What matters is the magic, and keeping Nova around for the magic. But yeah, that was the ending. I, oh my goodness. I'd need to laugh a little bit here and there simply because, like, it was just that sad. I was so shocked for a second. It's like, what did I just press? What did I just do? Like, oh my goodness. But we're getting so many endings with this, one. So, let's continue forward and hope they're not as depressing as that one was. Then again, we're gonna get another depressing ending, sort of. We'll meet with diplomats again. So we're gonna offer up our power. Wait, there's another way. If you want my power, I can give it to you. You don't have to unalive me to take my crystal. I'll let you do whatever you want with it. You would willingly submit to my every demand? Yes. Let us see. He points a finger at your father. Join your power to mine and I will incinerate him. Then I will know that you are mine. Jesus Christ. Togami, why are you such a demon? I will refuse this. I can't do that. But yeah, since we have enough cruelty, we even have that option, because I don't think we even get the option if we have cruelty. Like, if we don't have any cruelty, I don't even think we get the option to offer up our power, but I think even if we offer up our power, considering that he's telling us to unalive our dad, Like, I think we need enough cruelty to be able to do that, so Elodie could just refuse outright automatically. At least that's how it is for sacrificing Charlotte as well, which is why we had to develop our cruelty, so we could still have this ending. And we must duel. So now we have accept his terms, sing to him, or refuse outright. So we'll accept his terms again, and then play the game again. Pretty much. It really doesn't matter what classes we pick depending on the ending, but, you know. For the ending that I really want to do, we will need foreign intelligence for it. So we already saw the Run Away ending. Let's meet with diplomats. So I'll offer to give him my power. Again. And we're going to do it. We have more than enough cruelty to do this to our own dad. Fine. You close your eyes and your power into the will your power into the king of Sanjia, ignoring the horrified screams around you. And then there is a rush of fire. Damn. And as you could see of it, neck accessory, a neck bracelet. I think it's a neck brace or something, right? Neck brace, she looks kind of weird, her eyes are quite evil. She still has her hairstyle, but she's in like a black dress and... yeah. And so Elodie traded her crown and her father's life for the love of evil. Appointing a shocked minister to rule in her stead, she followed her master Togami back to his homeland. There she was greeted with such suspicion by the hereditary ruler of Sanjia, Togami's wife. And just like that, we leave with Togami. Togami sent Elodie to investigate hints of rebellion in the outlying cities of Sanjia. There he could watch a performance and test her obedience while avoiding the appearance of impropriety. As long as she was an attractive, unmarried, and morally suspect teenager, she would not be welcome in the queen's presence. Still, Elodie found plenty to entertain herself with, freed from the expectations of her parents and teachers. She can indulge her every evil whim. As Togami's minion, she was expected to blow people up if they got in her way. As for Nova, they mourned their fallen king and did their best to pretend their black-hearted princess had never existed. The crown passed to Laurent, the Duke of Nerva, brother of the old queen. Elodie's name was never to be spoken again. And, you know, unlike the other bad ends we just got, we actually got an ending for this one, and this is evil, former almost queen, and, now Togami's evil minion, Elodie. So if we have more than enough cruelty in the game, we can make her an evil minion for another nation. And yeah, in this ending, she is alive. It's just... I guess in the way it is sort of a happy ending. Um, it's hard for me to say that it's happy, I guess, but you know, it's happy in the sense that Elodie got to choose what she wants to do with her life. So, it's happy in that sense, you know, she's having fun, at least she's enjoying her life, you know. And then the consequences of that, you know, her father, she unalived her father. Nova will have to pick up the pieces of what she did. They'll have to basically erase her name from everywhere, essentially. Because she's a great blemish on the Kingdom of Nova, that's for sure. I don't know how Juliana feels about that. I'm sure she doesn't care. I mean, she didn't do anything to protect to protect Jocelyn at all. So yeah, maybe she's working with Lauren now. Who knows? Or maybe we'll get to fight her in the future and I can actually unalive her. I don't know. You know, I kind of hope that if we become an evil Togami and evil henchman, maybe we could go back to Nova again and fight Juliana and defeat her. Personally, I kind of hope we do, but that's just me. But you know, there are also other consequences, like possibly Elodie will stay unmarried. At least this time, unless there's like a second evil henchman that she can be with, or yeah, I'm sure her life will progress and she'll have lovers or something as she gets older or something, but this really is also a very open-ended ending, sort of like the other ones, you know, where she escapes with the Duke of Sedna. You don't really know what happens to her, really. You don't know if she'll ever get her kingdom back, or she never does, or if the Duke of Sedna actually mistreats her there, or like treats her like a maid. As you can see from the mop and bucket she has and the ragged clothes she lived in. But also with this ending in particular, it's like, looking at how Elodie looks, you see that she's evil now. Like, completely evil. Like, there's no path to redemption or anything. Like, what she did is just not... It's not redeemable at all. But, you know, she's living her best life, I guess. You know, living the way she wants, living the way she chose. Maybe in a way living like Toga from like My Hero, only in this medieval world of Long Live the Queen. So I guess it's more like Long Live the Henchman now, but yeah, that's that ending. I think all there's left. Oh, I was also gonna talk about the Escape Queen ending as well. But yeah, like with the escape ending with the Duke of Sedna, it's like, it's open-ended as well. We don't know if she has enough people to actually get her land back. We don't know if she does get her land back. We don't know if she just lives disguised as a peasant for the rest of her life. Or that someone from Sanjia, like, finds her and unalives her, you know? We don't really know what happens. And then with the more darker ending, where, you know, Elodie chooses to try and remove her crystal and unalive herself. Like, her dad stopped her that time, but we don't know if she just separated herself from her dad, you know. Sadly, with stuff like that, you know, it just takes, like, a few minutes, a few seconds. It depends on how you unalive yourself, but you know, leaving someone in that state alone can be pretty dangerous. And of course, you know, the 7-letter S word, I don't I don't want to just keep yip-yapping about, especially for, you know, when I'm streaming a video game, but, you know, it's an important topic to bring up when the topic is worth bringing up. Because for Elodie to be in that state, you know, assuming that she's still in that state, then it's like, what's stopping her from getting away from Jocelyn or getting away from Juliana if she'll stop it? Getting away from anyone around her and removing her crystal. So there's also that side to the escaped princess ending as well. Like, we don't know if she gets her land back, but there's also that thing where she does just end up she takes her own life and it's successful. Like, and, you know, everybody's just sad that she left, you know. And that tragically does happen in real life. And you know, what's so weird about it is the one thing, well, I don't think they really portray it in this game. The one thing with victims like this, people have noticed that the main character trait isn't really depression or anything like that when they're about to take their own lives. Like, sometimes on their last day, it's like they could be the most calming and even happy person. And it makes sense, because it's like, well, they're about to end their lives. They're about to end their pain and suffering. Like, they just want to be off with the smile, essentially. And I'm pretty close to crying right now, but, you know, I'm trying not to cry on stream, but, you know, when games bring up sad topics like this, I do like that it gets into more serious topics, but there's also that thing where it's like, how do you portray it in a way that does reflect real life? And for Elodie, I think in some ways it would reflect real life, but in other ways, maybe it wouldn't for other people, you know? But, you know, that's all I gotta say about all these endings. Let's go to a more wholesome ending, a hopefully less darker ending than what I've just shown. So I think we're gonna load this save one more time. Do foreign intelligence. Diplomats. And for this ending that I'm showing, you do have to pass the foreign intelligence. You have to actually know that he's a king consort and that he was a musician, which Elodie will bring up again. Yeah, she'll bring up again right here. He was a musician once, before he married his way into power. Can I use that? Offer to give him your power. Well, okay, not offer to give. So, we've already accepted his terms and we were unalived already. Twice. We offered to give him your power, which had led to, you know, either the evil ending or we just refused outright and then accepted his terms of battle and got unalived again. Or, you know, we refused outright and we either chose to remove our crystal or escape, but regardless, we escaped. That's still an open-ended, which led to that open-ended one, just like with the escape with the Duke of Sedna ending. But this time we're going to sing to him. So let me get some water real quick. I didn't expect to spend this long on it. Darn. I think I'm going to have to. But we're going to sing to him now. Wait. We're civilized people here. And if I might be unalived, I need to compose myself first. You have only one chance for this. One hope to touch the heart of the man beneath the monster. You know so little about him, but he is a father who was once a musician. Music may reach him where nothing else can, and so you begin your favorite song. For a moment he claps his hands over his ears. Oh no, I don't have enough. I thought you liked music. That was not music. Let us get on with things. Oh no. Whoops! So I was about to have the good ending where we win with the power of music, but I don't think we can have that now. So. If I go through my other playthroughs quickly and learn a little bit more, whatnot, then we should be able to get the power of singing ending. But for right now, I think I'm going to end the stream right here. I'm gonna play through the game again off screen and then show off that ending. So, I hope you enjoyed the stream. Whether you're watching right now or you're watching the replay. Make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and join my Discord as well.